This is the greatest trope in anime. Let's see what he's talking about.
When it comes to anime, heck, media in general, everyone's got that one favorite trope that truly gets them invested in what they're watching. When this one certain thing happens, you are locked in for whatever the writers got cooking, and this one right here just might be my favorite thing in fiction.
Predictions, chat, predictions.
Boxing villains. Two giant antagonists pushing everything happening in the story to a side and throwing straight hands. This trope right here produces some of the greatest fights anime will ever see, and is an event that takes aback everyone watching. Hero vs villain fights are okay and still hit more times than not, but villains boxing, them fights are always heat, and if done correctly, it ends up becoming a movie and one of the best things to come from any specific show.
Chat, what time have we ever seen villains fight other villains in any type of media? I'm actually confused. I don't have one example in my mind of a villain fighting another villain. I was like, oh my god, it's the best thing ever. I love this. Do y'all have any examples? Oh, Sukuna versus Jogo? Okay, that's a good example. I will give y'all that. Sukuna versus Gojo is a good example. I'll give y'all that.
With certain new gen anime, we've been treated to some glorious looking fights, but one that is straight perfection and falls right under this category happened a few months back. And you already know we couldn't skip this one. Sukuna, the arch nemesis of anyone that isn't him, was causing some havoc recently in the latest JJK season. And from the moment he got out, he was on some different levels of smoke, taking all his aggression out on these two sorry individuals. Mahoraga is obviously just a shikigami that has no inherent feelings or nothing, but Jogo on the other hand, Jogo was truly in danger with who he was up against, and this villain vs villain scrap was a movie. At this point in JJK, we've just come off some serious beef with Yuji vs Choso and Toji vs Dagon, but nothing truly like this. Even though I'm framing this as a villain vs villain fight, in reality it was more so just a raging serial killer in Sukuna bullying this volcano head guy. Jogo was obviously the one who summoned Sukuna, but even he didn't expect it to go down like this.
Did he summon Sukuna, or did the two girls did and he just finished the job? Who summoned Sukuna? Like, really? I always assumed it was the two girls because they wanted to avenge Geto, but that didn't work out.
Sukuna, but even he didn't expect it to go down like this, with Sukuna violating him for 10 minutes straight. There wasn't a single point in the fight where it looked as if Jogo did something, and it's not like he isn't strong, it's just that Sukuna was so far ahead that it was a complete mismatch. This one sequence of animation here tells the entire story of this fight, and it's an ugly one. Jogo is out here getting picked up like a bag of trash your mom just told you to throw out, with this demon next to him smiling, calling him all sorts of stuff. Bro's legs ain't even on the ground, he's just hanging about, wondering how his ass got in this situation. And man, I would hate to fight a motherfucker like Sukuna. You could be hitting bro with the most broken ability in your arsenal, only for him to pick you up like this and hit you with the go on, keep trying. At that point, you are truly cooked, and overall this scrap was mind-blowing. Action that rivals some of the best JJK has to offer, along with a straight bully sesh from the story's most notorious villain. It don't get much better than this. Unless you are Gege Akutame and the animators at Mappa, cause the Mahoraga fight was even more wild. Mahoraga and Sukuna get to fighting, and this one event was the
Which one is your favorite between the two, y'all?
Story. Everything truly went left after this, cause what took place here was pure tragedy. If I had to point to the most chaotic fight in anime, Sukuna vs Mahoraga is my pick, cause in terms of action, animation, destruction.
But people was like complaining about the Mahoraga fight, or was it the Sukuna fight? Somebody on the internet was complaining about one of those fights, and they said it seemed like lazy animation. I don't know.
Nothing comes close to this fight right here, and from start to finish, Gege cooked so damn hard. The original fight was already crazy, but in the Blu-ray edition with all the added scenes, it somehow gets even better and more chaotic. Each animator went into this project with something to prove, and went dummy. Whoever animated Sukuna hitting them pump fakes on Mahoraga and the Michael Jack pose gets a standing O from me. You're too cold for that. Sukuna at this point took the main character's whole show, and I was so here for it. And just like Sukuna, Vegeta did the exact same thing in Dragon Ball, going on a generational run himself. I don't expect a lot of you guys to remember what went down here, but for some odd reason, the notorious serial loser himself, Vegeta, went on a run of straight W's within the Namek saga. It was like Toriyama felt bad about Vegeta getting beat by the Z Warriors and decided to bless him real quick. Vegeta, after desperately escaping to planet Namek, goes on a journey to find the Dragon Balls, and here he cooks not one, not two, but three of Frieza's henchmen. You ain't gotta check your headphones, you heard that shit right. Vegeta is like Toshiro from Bleach in the sense that they both keep losing most of the fights they get into, but to kickstart Namek, Vegeta
was that every fucking Vegeta L? Nah, this gotta be cap. This gotta be cap. This is all the times Vegeta lost. Oh my gosh, he's really the prince of all L's? Nah, bro, stop it. Stop. No, please, bro, please. I like Vegeta, you know what I'm saying? Who is your favorite Dragon Ball character? Mine is Trunks. It's not even a running joke no more, bro. Vegeta, you're a loser.
Vegeta went on a roll, destroying villains left, right, and center. He starts off with this dude named Kiwi, and just by powering up, bro already won the fight. Everyone's scouters were breaking, trying to analyze his strength, and Vegeta even had this man surrendering, trying to join his side and ditch Frieza. The amount of fear you gotta put into someone's heart for them to ditch Frieza for their own survival is wild. Vegeta really destroyed bro without laying a finger on him, but once he got bored of flexing his power, the fight was over in a second. Vegeta eviscerated him whilst he tried to escape, and this first W was a complete stomp. Vegeta violated bro, and the next fight against a stronger opponent was even more rude. This guy Dodoria was really flying about, minding his own business, and gets smacked down by Vegeta. He was so confused and scared shitless because he saw the power levels Vegeta was putting up earlier, and he knew he was cooked here. Frieza said both these guys here can take Vegeta easy, but one-on-one this man was cooked, and he very much knew that, quivering at the sight of him before suffering the exact same fate as the guy who tried to mess with Vegeta. Literally bar for bar, and Vegeta's hot streak at this point was at an all-time high. I don't remember him taking this much W's in a row throughout the entirety of Dragon Ball. He was legit smoking these lot for fun, but at the same time, the people he was up against was low-key scrubs. He wasn't tested enough by these lot, but then shit got real interesting once Zarbon pulled up. Another one of Frieza's henchmen who was legitimately strong and not just talking just to talk.
Bro, I thought Zarbon was so handsome, like no gay shit. I thought he was an attractive man. But then he turned into that ugly form, and I was like, damn, this is the cost of being like strong. Like you look that good, but like you get stronger and you become the ugliest motherfucker ever. I really felt like Bulma in that one scene when she was like, ew, motherfucker, you look good, but isn't Zarbon like gay? Is Zarbon really gay, or that's just like a assumption? Like I always thought Captain Ginyu was a little gay, but you know what I'm saying? I don't know.
Vegeta got his handed to him by this guy once he transformed, and it got real ugly for him. The last two enemies he fought didn't even lay a scratch on him, but this guy had Vegeta looking like this. This fight was brutal, but the get back Vegeta does was insane. Vegeta once recovered, hit Zarbon up for the round 2, and this fight compared to their last was like night and day. Vegeta beat his easily and had bro shook just like the other two. The L he took before seemed like a small little setback in Vegeta's rampage here, because the comeback was insane. He made Zarbon, who's clearly quite powerful, look like a complete scrub, and even had him surrendering, trying to join his side against Frieza just like the others.
It was capping though.
Here was iconic, and bro was a legit force. There were some real monsters on planet Namek, and Toriyama made it seem like Vegeta could smoke them all. He set up everything perfectly, which made Vegeta's eventual L against the Ginyu Force that much more shocking. That fight was a complete mismatch, and Goku had to step in and show Vegeta how it's done, but nevertheless, each of the battles Vegeta got into was so damn entertaining and cool to see. There were some real goons on planet Namek, but Vegeta was just different and was smoking them. This rampage was sick, and this next fight I'm talking about was the result of another rampage. Right after the pain arc in Naruto, Sasuke, just like Vegeta, was on some serious timing.
Sasuke versus the nigga with the Sharingans. I'm almost entirely sure he's about to talk about Sasuke versus Danzo, because I actually enjoyed that fight a lot. I feel like I was getting a generational get back.
Like Vegeta was on some serious timing. This was following Sasuke finding out the truth about Itachi, and throughout this 5 Kage Summit arc, Sasuke was on a mission. Bro had one goal on the list, and it was to get back for his clan, starting with the one who ordered this Uchiha Massacre, Danzo. Probably the most hated Naruto character in the community, along with the popular ones like Orochimaru and Sakura. He was a complete bum for what he did to Shisui and the Uchiha clan as a whole, so this matchup with him and Sasuke was already set up to be incredible, and it was. This fight, contrary to the ones I talked about earlier with Vegeta and Sukuna, was not a stomp at all. This one right here, despite being packed with action from start to finish, felt more like a chess match. Danzo pulled up with the Sharingan arm, escaping death like a million times, and Sasuke had to find a way to counteract this ability. He was as strong as he needed to be in order to take out Danzo, but bro was just way too hacked out, which made this matchup interesting. At some points, it looked like Danzo was just dictating stuff, letting Sasuke just waste his chakra for no reason, but then the tides quickly changed, and in reality, Sasuke was the one playing him all along. Danzo really scammed his way into having 10 goddamn Sharingans laced into his arm along with Hashirama cells, only to get beat by Sasuke using a basic genjutsu on him. Danzo had all that Sharingan, but at the end of the day, he ain't no Uchiha, and Sasuke cooked him at the end here. Danzo, being the corrupt villain he is, tries to grab Karen at the end and take her hostage, but Sasuke really gave no fucks at this point and took her out along with him. This got to be one of the most legendary expressions in this series, and perfectly encapsulates how far gone this man Sasuke is at this point. And if it wasn't clear enough, Obito in the background saying "that's my boy" like a proud dad is just the cherry on top. Honestly, such a great fight, and looking back on it, the animation and different angles they used here was so freaking good. This fight aged so well again, and is easily one of my favorites. Sasuke being the most corrupted individual today versus the most corrupt guy of all time. Truly, at one point in time,
Sasuke was my favorite character.
In anime, villains,
so I definitely gotta watch it again.
Always come out well, and is one of the most entertaining tropes anime can offer. There's honestly so many other fights that I could have talked about here, but off the top of my head, these are some of my favorites.
I didn't know that was an anime trope. I didn't even know that was a thing, but you made some valid points. So shout out to you. Link in the description to his original channel. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace. Thanks for watching.